What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? This is Mr. Extraordinary with yet another video. I'm not alone. I'm with GT.
How's it
Uh,
going, brother?
I'm good, bro. And this is the Hip Hop Podcast. We don't really have an official name yet, but yeah, this is the Hip Hop Podcast. I believe this is our fourth episode. And yeah, we're back. We just wanted to share our thoughts on hip hop, some of the songs that we've listened to, or albums. And yeah, we want to talk about areece's latest project, P2.
Mm.
I think you just said the title now just before we recorded. What is it called again?
The big-hearted bad guy.
The big-hearted bad guy.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
actually Paradise 2, but he said that he doesn't want to call it Paradise because that is owned by Ambitious. So he just he just called it P2 instead of
Okay,
Paradise 2, but the P stands for Paradise.
okay. No, I didn't know that. I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
yeah, man.
Quite
So
smart with it.
yeah, man. So what are your thoughts, bro?
Look, man, the album is amazing. Hey, I think Reese makes the music that he likes. I don't think that he cares what anybody else thinks of it. He makes the music that he likes, and you will catch up.
Right, right. Aish, one thing I've always appreciated about his projects is the quality of his music. Like his
Oh, man,
standard
the
is
man's style is
international
amazing.
standard. Yeah,
Yeah,
like sometimes you
yeah.
even forget that this is a South African rapper. You know,
Mm, mm.
I mean, I know he features Joey Fats here and there, but that song with him and Joey Fats, I didn't even feel like it's a South African and an American. It just felt like a wholesome song.
It did indeed, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. He's got some great features on the album. Ronale, Manifest has been killing it. Yes, yes. Oh,
I
my
think
guy.
it's two tracks, right, with
Two
Manifest.
tracks. Two tracks with
Yo,
Manifest.
I know he goes in.
He went
Uh,
in, bro. He went in. No lies.
West Africa time, and I think the other one is with Manifest, kind of Champion.
Champion. Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Damn amazing. Pen game is on point.
yep, yeah, yeah,
Everything is on point, man. Beat selection,
yeah,
the producers came through, Levon,
yeah,
man. They came
yeah,
through.
yeah.
And
No,
it felt like he was going bar for bar with the producers. Like you are not going to outshine me.
right. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
um,
Me or does Buck sound like ET?
it does. Yo, Bugs. Oh,
There we go.
what's up, man?
Still in glitch land over there.
Y'all can hear me clearly?
Yeah,
Yeah, we can hear you
now
now.
we can. Oh,
Can
we
you hear
did.
us? There's probably a delay from his side.
Yeah, technology, man.
I just wanted to say that, and I see he did the same thing that he did with, what's that album that has Hibachi in it?
Oh yeah, that is a great ass album, man. I think it's Eve's favorite. It's Eve's favorite actually, or was when it dropped.
Right.
Yo, Bucks, what's that album, man? That Eve's loves so much. That mixtape. Today's tragedy, tomorrow's.
Yes.
Today's tragedy, tomorrow's memory.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just want to say, like the songs in this album, some of them are very short. Like it's like 2 minutes, 1 minute, and something seconds.
Let me tell you, bro. Like the way I was enjoying the album, like as soon as it starts, I can't believe that it ended.
Right.
It's 19 tracks with 3 interludes. But it's so good, man. Like, you know, you just wish that it was longer, but then at the end of the day, he gave us 16 tracks,
Right.
you know, and those tracks he's been going in at them 100%, all of them.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, from the intro, man, and I know the intro, it's J Jody, and just that monologue that he does, you
That
know.
was Jay. I
Yeah,
couldn't hear it, man.
no, that was J. I know they kind of sound similar, but because, you know, for obvious reasons.
No, man, the intro, are you talking about the run or the actual intro? Because the
No,
intro is just
the
a
actual
monologue.
intro of like my heart, something, something, my brain,
Yes,
I'm in
yes.
charge, something.
My
That's
heart
J.
couldn't fit in that chest of yours or something.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's J.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Nah, that's dope. That's dope, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's dope.
So, yo, Eves, are you there?
Nah, Eves is not here. It's ByouX.
Can you hear us, bro? Yeah. I think try coming out and coming back in again. I think that would help.
I can hear. Okay, let me try coming back in again.
Yeah. And also for me, what's the song? The one with Java and Shekinah. Like,
Hey,
singing
man.
English, I was like, oh, flip.
We was giving shout outs to Jay Jody.
Yeah.
Ah, man, that's an amazing track. That's an amazing ass track, man. I love that track. It's a perfect dedication.
100%.
Yeah, it's a perfect dedication, man.
There we go.
Oh,
Come to the
smooth
left.
coming, man. Smooth kicking. See y'all niggas on the sheet.
Nah, man,
So,
we are busy. We are
yeah,
busy.
man. Good to see you, bro. So we're just basically just chopping it up. Areece's album.
Yeah.
Yeah, just sharing our thoughts, man. So, yeah, what do you think, man? What's your take?
Man, you niggas know how I feel about that deliciousness right there. You saw us in the group meeting, like, hey, yo, man, niggas
Yeah.
can't make the podcast, fuck that shit. I come here on this podcast, I talk about this album by myself, nigga. You know, for example, like in terms of like local products, right? I think in the past 2-3 years, we have like Pretty's like the Soil album, like yo, that's like our number one. It's been like number one for a minute, you know, because it's good content.
It's just
right?
that good, man.
Yo, it's like Pretty was wilding there, dog. Like yes, it's but for me here, I have to give it, man. Reese really showed up. Like, you know, I think before, like, you know, the network did dirty them. You guys were speaking about the songs and everything, how some songs are short, some songs are long, and all of that. I think he did that very strategically well. Because also, you know, areece does this like lo-fi type of sound, you know, lo-fi with a little bit of boom bap onto it. So it usually works very well when the songs are short.
Yes.
You know, it supports it very well because like the song's so mellow, you can't have mellow for 5 minutes. Niggas fall asleep on that damn thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true, man.
I love it, man. I love it a whole lot.
Yo, man, the Better Now song and the Better Now interlude for me, man. Yes, see, man. That was something else. Like I really, really loved it.
You know what my favorite song is over there? White Noise.
With J Jody.
With J Jody.
Yeah.
White Noise is my thing.
That's the beat that has like gunshots in it, right?
Yeah, and it's that toy gun. It's that toy machine gun. You can hear it.
Oh,
Yo,
white noise.
GT, that track is fire, dog. That's my number one song. Okay, cool. Let me ask you this. Obviously, you're blasting this on Spotify, right? Okay. Give me all your tracks that you threw hot at.
Let's see. The Run, West Africa Time, El Dorado, White Noise. I like Champion. I love Champion as well. And God Laughs.
Those
Those are my top 6.
Yeah, for me, it's Kim, how many hearts you got? What you got and what have you thrown out there?
For me, it was Ving Rhames, Angels and Demons.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll mention the interlude. Ronnie's interlude for me was dope.
Okay.
God Loves.
Okay.
Better Now.
Okay.
The interlude and the actual song.
Okay.
White Noise was also good. Like it for me, it started hit like the first time when I was hearing it, I was like, but then as I was listening, I was like, oh flip, this actually goes in. And then
I repeated White Noise for 30 minutes straight. I couldn't continue with the album. The first time around when I played the album, and then when I played it again, same thing, 30 minutes straight, White Noise.
I also don't. I think I like Bruce Wayne as well. Actually,
Bruce Wayne is actually dope.
Yeah.
So that's about 7 hearts for you then, my king.
yeah.
All right.
And you?
Let me tell you what I got. I've got West Africa Time, El Dorado, One Time. Oh, my nigga Blackie does the most on that One Time track, man. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Blackie's flow is so crazy how he comes into that part. Like, yes, it's the match so well. And then White Noise. Yo, dog, J. Jody wilding, bruh. Like,
my dog.
When he country flagging flames, politician flying over private. Yo, like he's just
bruh.
And I think in terms of content of music,
you
know, it's very rare that I'm not saying niggas don't do it. I think his content of music on the song is what makes us like a Pretty Soil album.
Oh,
because,
that's what you said.
Okay. Yeah, it's because the content of music, he's talking about like, yo, like the state of the nation, how people feel. And I know Joe, I don't know, man. I don't think like you scripted anything better for me like than that. He killed it. And then it's Set in Stone and God Laughs and Better Now Interlude and Want It All. Yeah.
Look, God Loves needs to have a video, man. Like
no, it really does.
This song is yeah, everybody will love the song. It's just on.
That's how you know a song is good. If it's got a nigga imagining a video in his own mind, that's how you know a track is good.
You know what I was thinking of White Noise, what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Mosh by Eminem.
Oh yeah.
From Encore Days.
Encore album, right?
Yeah. Encore Days, where he was going in on George Bush, man.
Shit, man, I didn't have anything, but like now that you just brought that in, you are so right. It's got that same feel.
Exactly. It's got that.
Funny part, right?
Yeah.
When I listened to it the first time, I didn't hear anything like in the background properly. Then I was talking to my little sister about it. I'm like, yo, man, this track is fire. They should add like broken bottles and like sirens in the back. And then actually some of that stuff is actually there when I listen to it. And I'm like, oh, shit, it actually is there.
Yeah. And it's actually perfect timing as well, because remember when Mosh dropped, it was right before the elections.
Yeah,
exactly. So White Noise dropping right now, just before elections as well. Well, give or take a few months. You know, it's it can't be coincidence. Well, it is, but you know.
I don't think it is, man. I think one boy start bringing me strategy. You know.
Yeah. I feel like there's probably like double, triple entendres to this title alone. I'm sure it means more than just White Noise, you know?
Yeah, most definitely.
Nah, he put in the work, man.
Do you
know what I like the most about this album, right? It's going back to some of the local albums we've reviewed, right? Like I've got mad love. Like so far, if I were to rank everything that we've reviewed locally, right? In terms of like giving me that woo, it's a fucking party up in this bitch. I have to give it to Cass. He gave me that vibe. Like, yo, man, it's Liddy, you know. But I understand because that's how he packages his product. His product is shiny, and you gotta love it, and that's it. But in terms of like replay value and going back to it, like yo, Reese, man, you take the cup and you run away with it, bruh. I've played this album back and forth. Other day I was telling Eves, I was on a motorbike moving around the street and it was blasting in my ear. Ooh, smooth ride. And usually there's two places I evaluate music: in the gym and when I'm biking. Like how it makes me feel, like now he put in his work. And like, yo, guys, this guy, like, he bars up, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh no, he goes in, man. Like
No,
this,
his craft is amazing, man.
yeah. I mean, there's I think it was just
like,
What Loves. I'm not sure. Wait, which one was it? There's a song where just before it ends, there's a guy who's saying, "Yo, man, I love your music, but hey, man, can you put the
or something for the ladies."
And then the next song, Vele, it is for the ladies when you listen to it.
Yeah,
Which
I didn't like that though.
Yeah.
The ladies song, ne?
Yeah, it reminds me.
It's forced.
Do you guys know a song called "Don't Beg for Love" by J. Jody?
Nah,
I don't think I do.
It gives those vibes. But you're right. I think this is probably the only song that has that feel throughout the entire album. That's the only song that is sort of different from the rest of the songs, right?
True. And like for something I don't know what it is. Like it doesn't have every song on the album, right? There are songs that are not like my favorite, right? But I won't say I don't like, right? Songs that are not my favorite, but I won't say I don't like them. Like, yo, the tune could blast again. Like when I was replaying the album again and again and again, right? It's the actual only song I'd consider skipping. Right. Everything else, I'm like, it's not my favorite track, but I know my favorite track is like in a track away or 2 tracks away, so I can go to this, without having to skip. So it's the only song I found it was not naturally him as compared to everything else that he was giving. That was like naturally his style, the beats, even the features. Even like just how like on White Noise he chose not to really get involved, but just hook it and let Jody like deliver us and then hook it again and then be out. Everything else was constructed so perfectly that individual song on its own, it felt like this is not you for real, but now you're just doing something for the ladies. Yeah, it felt unnatural to me.
It's like he was responding to that VM or whatever that was.
Exactly. Check. And I think
I think it was most probably, and I may be wrong with this because I wasn't in studio or anything, but it just felt like it was an afterthought.
Okay.
It was added to the album like after the album was done.
Right.
That's what I get from it.
He also said something. I think he was being interviewed. He was saying that this album is about revenge. It's about anger or something like that. But then, as you keep going forward, he changes a bit. So I'm thinking maybe how like we were saying. I think we were talking about Nasty. We also spoke about another album where, as you keep going, the person becomes a bit more deeper or mellow or whatever. I think this is maybe that was like a break. I think we said the same thing about Nasty C, where some song just fell a bit off from the album, and then we're like, it was just a break between whatever we're listening to versus, I don't know. That could also be the reason. I don't know.
Also, the journey of making an album, the journey of making an album has different stages. Like, it could be fuck y'all niggas today, and in 3 months' time, it could be like, man, I love niggas. And then, you know what, niggas get tired again. And just the continuous journey of like the spaces you are when you're making the music relatively also changes the sound. So sometimes I guess it's a little bit difficult to piece an album together because by the time you get to your 20 songs, you realize there's in 20 songs you've created close to maybe 15 different personalities who've been going through different stages, and now you have to put this together. And that's why sometimes when an album starts, you hear this level of aggression. That's where like the energy is. And then as an album is coming to a close, there's more of like this maturity and this I actually love the craft I'm doing. I don't care what anybody thinks about me type of vibe.
Yeah. Most
That's
definitely. And I think also in the albums that, you and I grew up listening to ByouX, as teenagers and all that stuff. The 50 Cents, the Get Rich or Die Trying, aggression from the beginning.
From the jump.
And then you get to your PIMPs and everything, mellow it
21
down a little
questions,
bit, 21 questions.
Right.
And then at the end, it's like, don't push me. You know what I mean?
Just to
Back to the
remind
aggression.
you,
Yeah.
Right.
that is very true. That is very true.
Yeah.
So also like you kind of get that vibe here, like there's more energy at the beginning. Yeah. But like, yo, man, one thing I find is very impressive about like Reese's delivery, right? These days I find it very hard to find a person who can cater to me without punchlines and just like really rap. Yeah, like everybody's like really, and I guess it's we are just only now starting to make our way out of the Lil Wayne era, where to prove that you're a good rapper, you have to extremely far out. Yeah, you gotta box the whole beat, hot as the sun, cold as the fridge. Like almost every time it's just like a metaphor, a simile. But now you find somebody who can really talk to you on the beat, like with the rhymes and everything, and not pursue the punchline. And it still sounds so good. It's like, okay, damn. Yeah, he's just rapping, there's no punchline here yet. He's just rapping to me, and he's having a conversation. He's talking to me about the scenario, and like, yeah, that's the one thing I found quite impressive of this album. Because majority of the time, if you have three dudes like having a conversation about a rapper, right? Everybody's in the conversation to discuss the bars. Like, did you hear the part when he said that part when he said that went over somebody's head? Like, here there's like no rooms. Like, yo, man, he was rhyming so nicely. Him and his beats, like, shit, man. Now, homie, he's really perfected his lane.
I feel like that's how I feel usually when I listen to Nas, right? When I listen to Nas, I don't really think about like the punchlines I just listen to what he's saying. It does rhyme, but it's like I'm listening more to the message than whether he was, whether he had like syllables and double entendres and whatever and rhyme schemes and whatever. No, it's just more like, he's saying some real ish.
Yeah.
Which is very rare now in this era. There's something like we're finally just slowly making it out our Lil Wayne era of listening to like rappers rap.
Right.
Because I remember everybody will be categorizing a rapper if he's really good by his level of barring up, like his level of punchlines, and not like, yo, dog, this nigga just told me a dope ass story, bruh, and like there's no punchlines, there was nothing. It was just a nigga just rapping.
It was just good.
Like,
it was that good.
I think we had a conversation about it recently, maybe 3 weeks ago.
Who?
Yeah.
We're in the group.
Yeah, we had a conversation about I came in the group and asked about, you guys must give me your favorite rap story songs.
Oh yes, I remember that.
Everybody started sending in like, yo, go listen to this, go listen to this, go listen to that. I enjoyed listening to a rapper really break down a story, either somebody getting robbed or a girl grew up on a block. All these stories are just like different stories. But listening to that gives me time to be able to analyze rhyming technique, like, yo, this nigga just really rhymed the shit out of this fucking like word. Like he just skipped this word, like so many times. And it's like, that's sometimes for me that's very refreshing.
Yeah, there is a sort of way he went hard though in terms of rhyming and everything. I just forgot what it was, but I think he was talking about his skill and how he's global and people are regional. And what's that song again? Talking about his fans and how like he does whatever he likes. He doesn't follow the crowd. I forgot what it's called, that song. But man,
it's so crazy. I actually made a folder for this tonight, but then I deleted it when I was away by mistake when I was closing the laptop. I was trying to reboot the laptop so fast. I made a folder because I told myself like, now when we pull up to this conversation, we professional about our shit. Start whooping out chats from my ass like, I think he said something. So I had actually taken time while I was listening where I'd actually print out the lyrics and I'd say like, okay, this punch I'd highlight, okay, cool. I'll make sure. Look, y'all better be ready for me next podcast. I ain't falling around.
I've got a few of my favorites.
Okay.
I've got some notes.
Let's get into it.
On West Africa time, right? He's like the only nigga realer than me. My nigga, I've been waiting for this.
This nigga did his homework. Yeah, this nigga did his homework. You know the teacher asked you,
Oh,
hey,
man.
homework. And the nigga who did his homework, like, yeah, man, I got my
like, yeah, I've got it. Don't worry about it, nigga.
All right, let's run through.
All right, on West Africa time, it's like the only nigga realer than me is the one in the mirror. You know, it's like, like, bro, like, I ain't got no competition. I don't care what you guys say. You know what I mean? You guys can go and debate with your dogs about whatever, but the only nigga that's realer than me is me. Is the nigga I see when I look at myself.
Right.
You know, and then Manifest came through over there, and what's that line? It said, and I keep rising on these Dow Jones, Wall Street of Sweden. These mans, they know my Stockholms. Bruh. Bruh. Yeah, Manifest came through. Manifest came through. I don't even lie. Man. Like, especially on West Africa time, he murked that entire verse. Damn cool. Amazing. And then there's El Dorado, where it's like somebody should have told you that the city of gold is no El Dorado. You know what I mean? El Dorado Park. It's not El Dorado Park. It's
Oh damn. Oh damn. As in like Josie, City of Gold is not El Dorado. Because I'm thinking El Dorado like the place that has gold, right?
Yes, exactly.
Oh, flip.
He's playing with the words.
Yeah. I didn't think about El Dorado Park, dog, but damn, that's that's sick.
That is dope. And then White Noise, man, bro, that whole verse. No, man, that whole verse is amazing. It's damn amazing.
And his opening line, bro, just like gives you chills. Especially if you like what you call this, like I was saying to you earlier on, once in a while, you know, all right, cool, nigga, flash your chains. I see you play ball, you know, flash your bands. Yeah, let them twerk a little bit. All right, cool, we good with that. But like, yo, give me some real shit, you know? Like, spit at me like the current climate of like where we at as a nation, you know? That's really catered to me, everything else that no one will cater to me, you know, like speak, like, So that's also why, you know, I found the song, just as you said, dog, and the Eminem part, like that used to be my song, dog. Yes.
And that animated video.
What the fuck is nigga? This nigga just staring at the president of America, like, you know. So Jody did his thing here.
He did his thing over there, man. That's what is that? What a shame. What a shame. What a shame. Empty promises, all in Madiba's name. Blurred faces, freezing cold cases. Y'all don't peep the game.
Yeah.
Bruh.
That's opening 4 bars right there.
Yeah. More power failures. They tell it like it's shocking news.
More power failures. They tell it like it's shocking news. Listen to this.
Like that's also a double entendre, because yes, power failures, load shedding, but also like people in power failing.
Yes.
You know? So it's like, power failures, damn.
And the other thing is our president, man. Our president tells us this stuff, you know, when he drops his meetings wherever and flies back to South Africa when we're in stage 6 or whatever, and he comes through and he acts shocked that all of this stuff is happening.
Oh, you guys have load shedding.
Y'all should have told me before I left, you know. For y'all.
You know what I mean? So that line alone is, I think it's a quadruple entendre, man. There's another one that I'm missing out of that line, but
Our fees must fall.
Oh yeah, the fees must fall one. What is it? Fees haven't fallen yet, so that's why I gotta jump these jams. With that,
they think I gotta drop something, whatever.
Fees haven't fallen yet. That's why I've gotta drop these jams.
Yeah, fees ain't fallen yet. That's why I gotta drop these jams. I gotta jump these jams. And something about I hope you understand. I forgot the other line, which comes right after.
Gems as in GEMS.
JAMS.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think it was basically saying that I needed to drop this. I needed to speak of this. This is why I'm doing this, because there's people struggling still. They've been promising us fees must fall since Jacob Zuma resigned.
Oh yeah.
That was his last speech in Parliament. He was like, so
and
fees
also
are going to fall. And then
Shit, man.
Cyril came through and was like, yeah, okay, now ngiyanizwa ne.
I could be wrong, but
and then there was Blade and Zemande as well, who was like, no, the students must fall. Remember that?
I remember that.
Yeah. So it's just a lot of things. Yeah.
Now that you're explaining it, I'm also thinking that he could also be saying that since education is expensive, let me teach y'all.
That's what. Yeah. I drop this knowledge for you guys. This is the only way to get it at this price. You get it for like this,
Exactly.
because that still comes back to when he explains everything about, country flag in flames, MP promises in Madiba's name, private politicians flying over riots in a private plane, all of that. He's saying that.
Yeah.
All of that. He says, y'all don't peep the game. He
Y'all
tells
don't
us
peep the game.
He says, y'all don't peep. Y'all not seeing this.
Yeah, this is a monopoly. That's what they play.
Yeah. And then after it goes on, and then it goes on, say like, it's so funny that sometimes when you listen to, we once went to an interview where there was touchline, right? So like after he's listening, he let everybody get to ask him a question. I asked him a question of a bar that he actually said, to ask him, did you actually mean this with your bar? Or is it like the air rapper in me giving you extra credit? And yo, man, you giving me extra credit. It's a double entendre. You making it like a triple now, but hey, good looking out, home. So even here with Jody Bar, maybe that's my listening skills, because just like Kim also asked, I actually thought he had said fees haven't fallen. That's why I have to actually drop these gems. Like what I thought they said, like the fees are not falling. So now I'm
let me drop something.
Yeah,
you may be right. I may have heard it incorrectly. Jam. Yeah. Y'all may be right with that.
Yeah, like so. But yeah, man, homie was cooking. Like Reese, you gotta walk up. Also, shit. While we're on the whole Jody thing, you got to big up Reese for telling the story that Jody put him on.
For real.
Like that he big bro.
Actually, he says that quite often, and I was there. Like I can tell y'all, I was there. Reese used to. Obviously, Jody used to like write every day, and they used to he used to bang hip hop every day, and he used to write like lyrics and all that. So Reese would just look, just like how he's saying it in the song. He used to look at him, and copy him and copy him and copy him. And sometimes we'll just be chilling with the guys, and Reese will just come and start spitting, and Jay would be giving him notes. Okay, next time let's just try to, all right, include this, add that. All right, and boom.
Now that's dope.
I think that's why he was saying,
without him there would be no Reese.
Without him there would be no Reese, and it's like through him I got to be exposed to this thing, or like I became, this side of me came out because of him. Even in the outro when he was saying that, thanking the slimes and talking about like he doesn't know anything else. It's true. Because he started rapping like when he was like in high school, 16 or something. And he doesn't know anything else. He's never had a 9 to 5.
It makes sense, like as you're breaking it down, like it makes total sense. It actually gives me like a sports picture, besides this music thing. I'm a very big sports fan, you check.
Right.
So you generally recognize a lot of guys who retire, nigga hangs his boots up. You don't see him on the circuit for like a year, and then you see him coaching somewhere. If it's all you know, my nigga, it's all you know, Right. So like I totally get what he's expressing. I'm like, yo, man, as you're saying, I've been doing this since like I was in my teens, earlier teens of school, and it's the only thing I've learned how to perfect. It's not like tomorrow I can wake up and be like, okay, cool. Been rapping for 30 years, let me go get that accounting degree now. You know, this is what I want to do. It becomes difficult because besides skill factor, your whole heart is in it. You know, after this, I think maybe somewhere in Reese's, like with his capability, what I like about what he's done for himself, he's created a lane for himself that puts him in the same scenario that you're saying about Nas. That after a while, you don't need a fill up the dome type of fan base. You just have loyal fans who will always come out to listen to your content because they like your style.
His fan base is loyal as hell, man.
Yeah,
that's the thing. When you're making your own lane type of music, the fans are always loyal. That's the thing. When you're making your own type of music.
A lot of his albums have been on the Spotify top 100. Is it top 100 in South Africa? Somewhere there. But then most of his albums have just been there, streaming. I think The Big Hearted Bad Guy was number 1, and then somewhere around number 12 or something, there was Paradise 1. And then there were Today's what? I keep forgetting that title.
Today's tragedy, tomorrow's memory.
Yes, that one. There was a bunch of his albums, man. Like it was Reese just on that list.
Right.
Consistently, it was Reese. Everybody else had like one album on it. You know, hip hop wise.
That's the thing. He's been consistent, homie.
Yeah.
He has been consistent.
Yeah.
Would you guys say that he is, like in South Africa, generally speaking, he is on maybe the top 10, top 5?
Yes.
Top 10 is too big. He's top 5.
Yeah.
Just like in America, we know that Cole, Kendrick, Drake are on there. Like it's just how it is. Like we know. I think even Momzansi, we know that Nasty is probably there. Reese is there. You guys mentioned Pretty
Ugly is always there, man.
Someone I'm forgetting. What am I for? Is Casper there?
Cass is there. Cass is there seasonally. You know, when he's doing his rap, he does it well. When he does hip hop, he does it so well. You know, so that's why I say he's there. I don't think there's been a hip hop album where he missed. He's definitely there.
Even AKA, no?
AKA is a musical person, man. You know, I think I enjoy his creativity in the sense of he speaks to the South African in you, you know, the young person who grew up with house music. He brings that out of you.
And Kwaito
and all of that, you know, he brings out those classics and then reimagines them and brings it out for us. So he's definitely there as well. Who else do I think is there?
Also, I think what makes it a little bit difficult, sorry about that, what also causes people to be there, there is an element of consistency in content that you create, that after a while, you know, you go do some other shit, but we have to pick up the stuff that you've made, especially if it's paved the way, you know. So one thing, if I were to say, in this new era, right?
Oh, Touchline is definitely there for me as well. Sorry, I need to add that.
Right.
You see, like in this new era, there's niggas who've been consistent in putting out products. You know, 2 albums where you're like, yo, damn, this nigga, he cooking, you know. And if I were to put it out in terms of album-wise, right? I would put Reese like actually on top. He's been like the most consistent person to deliver a product that is of its quality, right? If I were to step up to album-wise and say the best album for me, myself, like locally, it has to go to Pretty. That Soil album is deep. He rapping his ass off, dog. He rapping his ass off, you know.
Guys, is this the album where he's rapping like in vernac? Like there's a song where he's rapping in vernac.
Por favor.
Is that the one?
That's pretty, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, por favor.
Yeah, because
Yes.
my cousin was playing it the other day. I'm like, who's this? It's like it's Freedom. I'm like, oh no, I see what these niggas were saying.
Yeah.
Like, yo, you went
Yeah.
in, dog. That flow in there.
Yeah.
I was like,
No, my
jeez.
nigga, the song, the soil itself, yes, this dog, like he is wilding,
Yeah.
bruh. Like his wordplay, my topi protect your copy. Yes, it's like everything he's saying is really being delivered at a level. Like, take some time. Just listen to the song Soil alone and listen to what exactly he's saying. Like how he structured the songs, talking about girls in Durban and girls and guys in New York that really love Josie. Like he's crossover about how this South African culture, niggas in America also want it, He did very well. But the album itself has got so much depth.
What's the
It's
name of
like,
the album?
wow.
Just write Soil.
Yes.
Okay. No, I'll definitely
Like most definitely take your time, like, and go check it out. Let me just confirm for you.
Sure. GT got hit by load shedding. He did say that it's gonna hit him at 8.
Yeah, I did see the darkness was upon him at some point.
Yeah, yeah. So when was
see.
this released though?
Yeah, 2022, 2021.
Oh, okay, 2 years back.
Yeah, Soil, like, yo, go touch it, listen to it, and like you'll be totally impressed. But like I'm saying to you, listening to this Areece project here just totally confirmed to me his level and ability to be consistent is amazing.
You do make a good point. Whenever he releases an album, one thing you cannot doubt is the quality, man. The quality in his music. Whether it's a mixtape, whether it's an album, whether it's a single, you know that he's gonna bring it quality wise, dog. He's gonna bring it without a doubt.
And this is all the way from the World Class Wrecking Crew to him and Mash Beats. Every time it's been good quality.
Yeah, 1,000 degrees doesn't matter. He has always been dope.
His ability to be consistent at the product that he wants to deliver, which I think at some point shows you that he knows. Like, sometimes you have a nigga, right? Like, maybe I come to you and you produce my beats, right? And like now we really getting at it. Then like the shit's fire, I'm dropping, everybody loving. And then me and you like we have a fallout. Then I go to GT. GT is making my beats.
Right.
And then things just don't sound the same. Something
that's happened. I'm sure that's happened. I'm sure there's some artists that you can think about who went through something like that. I'm sure. I just can't think of them now, but I'm sure there is in the game. There are some people who had a fallout and things just didn't work out.
Like one of my suspicions is also with AKA. AKA sound has evolved so many times during the period that I can tell that sometimes some of the sound has changed due to turmoil in relationships, and yeah, here and there, some of the things that here say you be out maybe at a situation and there be somebody in the industry that knows somebody, it's just rumors flow through the vine that tell you, AKA ain't fucking with that nigga no more, and then you find that the nigga was a sound engineer or something, or that nigga was a producer. Yeah.
You're right, because when he was doing like, you remember Do It, nobody, that song, and when he did like Victory Lab, those songs are completely different from the AKA that we were listening to recently, the Mass Country AKA and
My King, Touch My Blood AKA Celine
Touch My Blood AKA was amazing.
Yo.
Levels and Touch My Blood.
Yo, rewind all the songs. The quality, also what you're listening to is the quality of production of the song.
Right.
Yeah, that's one thing I can tell you. Casper's consistent. He sounds the same on almost every track. He just sounds improved lyrically. That's the only thing that changes with Cas. That you can see at the beginning of Kusheshe, he's got that, I love this rap shit, and I'm coming in whether y'all want to or y'all don't want to.
Right.
When you listen to Magazana, but it's 018, you can hear the confidence that this nigga knows, I'm running this shit.
I'm dope.
Nothing. Whether you like it or you don't. So along Casper's career, I've been able to assess that, like, yo, it's just the confidence in the individual. That's He's really believing in himself.
Right.
But like with Reese, it's none of the above. Like from my dog, I can tell you, Eves will tell you this. I was like one of the first niggas to pull up and blast Paradise, the song in itself, right? When MT was blowing up Ambition, and MT was doing everything in Ambition, you know. I remember this song. I didn't like the other song that he had made because I could hear that. I couldn't hear at the time, but I was like, yo, dog, this Paradise song is so real because he's riding this beat, he's riding this flow, you know, shit, this nigga killing it. And then the fallout of the relationship happened with Ambitious. Reese is going solo. Then that sound of Paradise started coming back. And someone listened to fire, you know, like, yo, this nigga really rapping, you know, he's not doing that thing of, like, yo, man, I hated that Zimbabwe track. I hated that shit. Oh my God.
But that's
You know,
also what happened
also because
to Pretty as well, right? When you hear his albums prior, when he was on Unambitious, you know, he had that commercial sound to his music, you know, and when he went independent, like it was like, okay, cool, now I'm back to being me. You know,
would you say the same thing also happened with Cole? I'm not talking about the mixtapes. I'm talking about like the first album that he dropped when he was, what was that song that he did when he started? Is it
on Friday Night Lights?
Is that Friday Night Lights? With who that?
Friday Night Lights.
Oh, okay. Like before the dreads and everything, when he still looked like all cool, and you know, you could tell that they told him look like this and present yourself like this. This is how he is now, like riding bikes and you know, it's like and I think he does even say it. I could be wrong. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but he does say that like now he's himself more than he was like in terms of like a look or how he presented himself to the public initially.
I think the birth of Joe Cole is the Bonson album.
Is it the Bonson album?
Yeah, I think that's like that's where his real personality started coming out.
Yeah, right.
Right. Able to script so freely and say what he wants to say, what he wants to. That was like the Bonson album.
Yeah,
you know?
from Illuminati all the way.
Free. Like, yo, let me. Yeah, like talk about whatever I want to talk about. Yeah.
I guess maybe
because after Bonson, that's when the hits started flowing.
I guess maybe they just join these record labels so that they can just get exposure. And
who was he signed to though back then?
I don't know. Hey, was it not? I don't know. You guys, I don't know. You guys,
because I know at some point he was under Rock Nation.
Yes,
so he was still pushing
throughout Friday Night Lights, because the story, if I remember it correctly, right before Friday Night Lights dropped, he dropped a song, I think, Dead Presidents, right? And
yeah, that's a dope song. I listened to that song till today, dog. I know there's more than one version, but the one that where he says, what does he say? Heaven or hell, you choose. Freedom or jail, you lose. Something like that. I don't know that version. That's my favorite version right there.
So you know that song, he actually had to do two versions, right? He did one that he sent to Jay-Z, and Jay-Z told him shit's whack, you know. And he was touched. He was touched about it, you know. Then he had to go like rechef it, recook it, and send it back. And Hov was like, "This is it," you know.
Yeah.
So I think between that Friday Night Lights and Bonson, he was signed to Rock Nation. I think, I'm not sure. I think.
Oh yeah, Illuminati. Bonson, he was signed on to Jay. He says it. He says it in the Illuminati track. Pac got a nigga saying, "Fuck Jigga, fuck Biggie. I was only like 11, so forgive me." Couple of years later, tried to get Jay to fuck with me, and something like that. And he gave him a tape, and then Jay was like, "Nah, I don't like that shit." And then he was like, "Nah." Then it was fuck him again. One day he's gonna regret playing me. Little did I know, in a year he's fucking paying me. What could you say to me?
Right.
You know? Yeah. So that was Rock Nation. You're right.
Yeah, man. So basically, sometimes an artist just needs to, just take a leap of faith and do their own thing and be independent.
So like, that is. I think that was the second album of Rock Nation.
Yeah.
and then after but I think I think also like the birth of like just saying about leaving a label. I think he was coming to himself. I think J. Cole was super lucky because he was coming to himself as Jigga was also just maturing also, in a different light.
Yeah.
We always credit Jay-Z with the intelligence and everything, but like you said, when you listen to the 4 the album, Jigga was talking to us there like he was our father, though. He was telling us to man up and pay the house bills and
I think we're talking about Cold World, hey, not Friday Night Lights, if I'm not being mistaken.
Oh, is it Cold World?
I think it's Cold World, like
with Rock Nation.
I think that was the first one, where he was signed to Rock Nation.
Yeah, Friday Night Lights is the mix that got him the signing.
Okay, Cold World was Interscope.
Oh, okay.
Then
that's 2011, right?
Yeah.
That was Interscope.
Yeah, but it's probably Interscope through Rock Nation.
Yeah, you know how this
because Bonson is the same as well. Copyrighted to Interscope. Yeah.
Forest Hill is 2014.
Yeah.
Born Sinner is 2013.
Yeah.
For Your Eyes Only is 2016. Okay, I see. So the warm up was 2009. And then Friday Night Lights was 2010. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, but these guys push, eh?
Releasing they do, man. They do. They've been in this craft.
Yo.
They've been in this craft, man. Damn amazing.
And you see, I think that's also, for example, what makes Reece so good at this point in time. Do you know, like, sometimes you hear people say this, that you're just here on this earth to perfect yourself, to become your truest version of yourself. And I think music, you really see it when somebody is perfected their lane and they're delivering it at the level that Reece is delivering it right now. That's why he says like the only competition is the man in the mirror, because I generally just always have to show up as this person. I'm straight, I don't have to show up as the person, like when you show up as the man in the mirror but you're not dressed as yourself. And it's so crazy because J. Cole has an experience like that. I don't know if you guys have seen it, where he talks about the VMAs. I think the VMAs or the BET Awards, one of these awards, right? He didn't want a stylist, but they said like, yo, fuck with the stylist. The stylist told him to wear this other Versace sweater, if I remember correctly, and a Cuban link, a big ass Cuban link. And he was like, yo, man, ish.
That's
not saying what I'm about, man.
But like, no, I don't feel this because I feel like other niggas are going to be wearing this shit, and I just, this is not me, But then he went with it, right? And he like, as soon as he stepped onto the red carpet, I think it was DJ Envy or it was one of these rappers who was just exactly same sweater, same color, same link, same everything, And from that day, he swore not to ever do that again. He's just gonna trust his gut feeling. Right. You actually feel that in areece's music. Like, this is gut feeling music,
I do what I like.
And I do what I like, This is
whether you like it or not. This is for me,
Yeah, that's the beauty of art, right? That's the beauty of creativity. Ideally, I mean, I know this is a bit different. There's a guy who did a manga / anime called Attack on Titan, and as he was doing his story,
man, I love that. I love the Attack on Titan.
Yeah, as he was doing it, one of the fans started telling him, "Hey, no, please do this. This character must do this, whatever." And he said that he started considering it because a lot of people were actually telling him that he should do this and that and the third. And there was one post that made him stick to his guns. The person said, "The day you start taking fans' advice and start writing for fans, is the day I'm gonna stop reading your manga." And that was enough for him. That was like, oh, okay, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna continue to do my own thing. So for me, I feel like we would have lost this J. Cole had he not made that vow to himself that, look, I'm just gonna focus on that
anymore.
Yeah. You think Akira Toriyama did the same?
Toriyama probably did the same, yeah. Because the thing is, Toriyama wanted to quit DBZ for a while, but the editors kept on saying, "My nigga, we're making money through you." So
You better pick that pen up and write something.
But I'm sure eventually it was like, nah, gents, I gotta leave.
Yeah.
I gotta leave. So that's why they started doing stuff like Dragon Ball GT and stuff. They did it without him writing it. That's why it feels, So I think that's the thing, man. If you try to force something out of an artist, fans will see it. Your people will feel it. And I think Reese was smart enough to leave after one album. Had he stayed on, I don't think he would have been as effective as he is now. He probably would have sounded monotonous or something.
You're so right, because that's exactly what happened to MT. And Reese addresses it. Look, I could be wrong. I could be peddling gossip that's not exact. And if I am, I apologize. But this is what happens in the street. So there's a song after, I think, not really a song. I think there's a back and forth they were having, where he's basically saying, "My nigga, you could have stood up for us. You could have said some shit. You were the head honcho, you were the A side, you were the main ticket at the label. They wouldn't fuck with you, because at that time MT was really bringing in the money. So you could have spoken up and been like, hey, this is some fuck shit. Why is everybody being treated?" I remember there was that 1 week where just like continuous ambitious emails were just flying online, and people were being told that people are being paid this much, and people were like, "What, nigga, for all the music you're making, this is how much you're making," all that stuff, right?
So 5 million.
Yeah, yo, nigga, you just brought in 5 million, but apparently you got like 50 bands only, some shit like that, daylight robbery. So I think also with that, MT stayed, right? And yo, man, MT makes great music, you check. But I think in terms of cementing yourself in a game, he could have gone and created like something totally different. That's also hypothetical speculation. He could have gone and fell off. That's true, Yeah. But just in my own imagination, MT, like his name stands for MT the Hustler. You check. So I believe he could have hustled something new and given us like some amazing an amazing. Sometimes like comfort, you become great when you're really hungry. Then when you get comfort, you make like some standy shit. Like, yeah, everybody having a good time. Yeah, And I think that's what changed for Reese. It's like, yo, I'm here. I worked hard. I got the label gig. Woo, everyone having a good time. Yay. Then dispute, you're fired. Then back to the hungry lane. I'm like, damn, I need to create so that I eat and I don't have to get a 9 to 5. I have to create as much as I can. And then in that moment of the hunger, this person that we're still getting to enjoy today exists, because you create that person once and then you just become consistent. Just become consistent. Do the same routine, walk in the studio, smoke the same blunt, write the same lyrics, have the same producer, and have a good time.
Yeah, no, that's facts, bro. That's facts. And shout out to Spotify and all these streaming platforms. I think they became independent at the right time. I mean, if you remember back then, we had things like SoundCloud and what's the other one? What's that other one where people would put in like a folder, a zip folder, and you'd have to like go and MediaFire. Remember MediaFire?
Yeah.
So for me, I feel like your Spotify's and all these, they show you genuine numbers of who's actually listening to you.
Say what?
I'm saying, what you're saying is so true. Only niggas that were really knee deep would know how to go to SoundCloud and MediaFire. But the masses would miss out, And I think that's why underrating rappers, like, this guy, why need to put on next? But they don't know, like, yo, dog, go listen. Don't look at the music videos.
Yeah.
Go listen to his actual album. This guy's really good. When they sing like I have it, things like that. But like now Spotify allows anybody. And she's like, damn, this guy's actually dope.
And I swear this is not a paid promo, but bruh, Spotify's algorithm is amazing, man.
I didn't that thing,
and there's no competition.
We wouldn't mind to promote them if they wouldn't give us the guap. I mean, it's all good.
but you know what I think it is, right?
Yeah.
GT, maybe you will come in and you bring in your your IT specialism. Yeah. I think these niggas are really clever. They're not really putting in the work. Do you know why, right?
Yeah.
I'm just looking at the journey of how they've got to where they've got to, right? In terms of algorithm, right? Look at how if you formulate a playlist and your playlist gets traction, right? It's the similarity of sound, right? And then from there, there's like one song's radio. You know, like if I go to white noise and I say right click white noise radio, there's somebody who's formulated something that's like got the songs that are on a similar type of tip. So I think these guys have been creating the stairs slowly to be able to get the algorithm now to get to a point where it's like, okay, cool. Just learn in between these playlists. And you know, the percentage of missing will be really less. Because if I created 10 playlists, right? One playlist, 5 of them have got like AKA sound, and 5 of them have got like what you call this areece sounds, right? Those are 2 different sounds. But somewhere in your listening, I see that you spend 80% on areece and 20% on AKA. I can create the algorithm to filter from these 5 playlists to throw you these randoms. And then, you know, yeah, not taking away from their greatness though, but I think this is actually built by the listener. Like niggas that are dedicated to building these playlists all the time. Because there's some people whose playlists I follow that I think, like, damn, nigga, where are you finding this music, bro?
Yeah.
I'm like, yo,
that's how machine learning is, you know.
Yes.
It's just an AI which goes and collects stuff from people, right? It collects what you like. It collects what you like. It collects the type of music you listen to. It goes and tries and connect it to some other person, and they probably have their own what you call it additional machine learning models in there, right? Where it's basically just pulling in people who pay them to put them on these playlists, right? But yeah, man, it's quite interesting. I am not too sure how the algorithm works, but if I had to guess, it's probably that. That's the machine learning that probably runs them. But
Quick
then
question.
the fact that nobody is able to replicate that is, yeah, because I've tried the others, man. It's not the
They
same.
don't come close, dog.
It's not the same.
Nothing like Spotify.
Yeah.
These niggas put in overtime, bro. They put in overtime.
Yeah.
I got a quick question, right? Since we're out here on this machine learning, right? It's coming. Do you think we're gonna have a period where the artist is just non-existent and the music is made by AI?
Unless we fight, it's all gonna be AI. Already the beats can be made by AI. Huh?
Do you think we can fight?
We can fight for policy. We can fight for rules that regulate, you know, stuff that goes on these platforms. You know, we can fight for that. We can fight for policy. So we can fight for regulation. Right. But then, if it has to be, you know, underground, you can't control that. You know.
Let me give you an example that I want you to check out. Right. So we got this areece product. Right. This product is fire. If AI could better areece than areece could, right? If like let's say we rated this product out of 10, we said 9. You know, like yo, man, areece give you a 9 out of 10. And then AI gives us a product that's 10 out of 10. Everything is the way areece voice beats everything. All the parts that maybe from all the criticism, you know, like you're saying, machine learning gathers all the data and fixes those glitch, even changes the bars here and there and everything. And we're like, yo, this product is a 10, right? Do you think it would be easy for us to fight? Just looking at the history of us, not even as people, the history of us as hip-hop fans and how like, yo, when you hot, we love you. When you're not, we dumb.
Yeah. It'll be a difficult one, you know. I know that the actors are fighting for
a similar thing.
For a similar thing as well, you know, because of these deep fakes that exist. And I know a few people in hip hop have spoken, well, not just hip hop, in music have spoken out over it. Who actually owns me? Who owns me? I need to own me. I own my voice. I own my everything. So you can't put my voice on or whatever computer that you think can do me better than me, because the only person better than me is the one in the mirror. Shout out Areece. So it's gonna be difficult, man, because what they could do is just change the voice and give us an AI generated who sounds like nobody that we know, but then makes better music, which is written all by machines. But yeah, man.
But I think I agree with you, man. If we don't put a stop to it, there's going to be a moment even where DJs are no longer even relevant anymore. Some dude just creates AI that sort of like shuffles music at the right time, at the right place. And you go into a club, there's no DJ. It's just music played by AI. That would be crazy.
Okay,
Spotify's DJ is on the way. Spotify has an AI DJ.
Right? The DJs, for example, I think DJs are safe, right? This is just like in my own understanding of how some things work. I think DJs would be safe, right? If I were to say DJs and like rappers, I think in terms of like performance based, DJs are safe, right? Just like how like the YouTube algorithm works, right? No matter how much the content you create, there is a certain authentic feel about another human being that human beings want to participate in. Continuously, like even with the evolution of technology currently, like
the human touch.
This can be created. For example, like we can create this without even showing our faces, right? But the viewership changes when people see just generally like we're normal human beings, And also the room of error also is there. For example, like if I said, areece sucks, I don't like this album, right? Somebody in there that attracts them to watch, because the guy's tripping down, they want to debate my opinion and like the album is amazing. So that also attracts. So the same way, like DJs, think about it. When you really at a club, you don't even see the DJ, nigga. Turn up. You're over here. But just because once in a while you turn around, you see a nigga doing his thing there. That connection with how your music is being catered to you still gives you that feeling. Yeah. Because for example, think about it like at bars. Like bars don't pack up as clubs do, but they've got a jukebox. You check. Yeah. They've got like they've got machines that they can put in a playlist. Restaurants as well, they don't get packed as what clubs do, because they put in a playlist and the playlist plays the whole night and it's good music, chilling out. But the DJ part is like human interaction, even though like you're not necessarily talking to him. The fact that you can feel him, that there's a guy who's mixing for you here in this place. So I think in terms of like DJs, they kind of are safe, but not that I'm saying maybe like AI won't alter the experience.
They could also utilize, this AI to try and manipulate us into thinking that they're actually doing the work, whereas it's an AI that's
pre-mix type of.
Pre-mix at home and make the tempo and everything, but then just look busy the whole time.
Yeah, exactly, because it's already happening right now. People just playing pre-mixes and stuff on stage and everything, and just touching knobs which do absolutely nothing. And if you have a look at the mixer, there is absolutely there's just one channel with the bars moving up and down.
Right.
Like, the one on the left is black. There's nothing playing there. This person is just.
Right. Only people like
maybe the cable ain't even plugged in, bro.
Yeah.
Only people like you who actually, you're an experienced DJ. You see that this guy's, but for the majority of the people in the club, they don't even notice. And I think
it's all about the music.
The guy gets a rider. The guy gets like 20K for the night from a premix. It's crazy. Crazy.
Okay, so, I think like what you guys thought about AI coming into music, and if we'll ever have like the best AI rapper, we'll like one day maybe have we actually be discussing like, yo man, Samsung versus Apple rapper, man. I'm telling you, man, Samsung killing Apple right now, you know.
But you know what I've noticed about us human beings? We genuinely have the ability to topple something that is colossal. You know, I'll give you an example. If let's say the actors really struggle, like this actor strike like continues for a very long time. Not the writers. I mean, I know the writers, they've sorted it out, but the actors.
Like after.
You find that people just stop watching Netflix. They unsubscribe. That's gonna hurt Netflix. You know what I'm saying? Or Disney Plus. And as a result, now Disney will now have to like negotiate with the actors. So I think if it gets to a point where it feels like something is lacking because it's too technical, it's too perfect. You know, sometimes when something is too perfect, it's not that good. Then because imagine we're having a podcast and the only thing that we're saying is how that album is a 10 out of 10. Next week we come, we say it's a 10 out of 10. There's no criticism anymore because this thing is programmed to be so perfect. Right. So I feel like that's what's gonna ruin that whole AI conversation, because it's gonna be like, no man, it's too good. We want to be able to dissect and say, no, the song arrangement was not good, or nah, that guy was not as good as he was from his previous album. Like that criticism sort of makes some of these discussions that interesting. You know,
the human experience as well. That's so true.
People are nominated for a Grammy, and you're like, I don't think that rapper deserved that Grammy because this nigga was more doper than the other. But if they're all dope and it's all 10 out of 10s, it's like, I don't know. There's just.
I mean, that system is already rigged, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah, they buy those things. Yeah, that's. I mean, was it last year or 2 years back where Blue Ivy got a Grammy? I'm like, for what?
Yeah, for Brown Skin Girl.
But okay, look, I don't know.
She's featured on the song, man. You know,
I get it, but like
she's credited on the song
compared to other musicians.
Yeah, but then that that whole Beyonce album, that Lion King album, Black is King, it was amazing, man.
It was fire, yeah, no,
it was fire.
Fire.
Yeah. But then also at the same time, you know, I'm not too sure who the competition was back then.
Beyonce online right now, nigga. I ain't playing with my life like that, nigga.
But I'm just, you know, I also don't know about the competition either. But what I'm just trying to say is, I was just going back to your point about how these things can be rigged. Like for me, I just feel like someone maybe might have deserved that more than someone else, you know. Maybe I'm being Kanye West right now, where you'll be like, no, Beyonce deserved this more than Taylor Swift, but like,
didn't she got a Grammy by association, right? Because she was a part of the project.
Right.
It's Beyonce was the winner, and then she also won. I think that's how it was.
But who touched the project up also got something, I guess, which is what you said.
Yeah, exactly. Like how Black Coffee won Best Electronic Album, and then Una Rems is a Grammy winner as well. And who else? The people that he featured over there, they also like Grammy winners because of that project. You know, so they are also awarded the Grammy because they were a part of that project.
Right.
Yeah, but also at the same time, I don't remember if it was a category alone where it was best collaboration, where Lento Blue won. I don't remember that. But I think it was by association.
Okay.
I think so. We'll have to check. But
either way. Music out.
Yeah. Yo, man, I got a question.
It says Blue Ivy Carter 9 is the second youngest artist to win a Grammy Award. The daughter of Beyonce Jay-Z won her first Grammy on Sunday Best Music Video for Brown Skin Girl. Blue Ivy received a writing credit for the song. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What's your question, Playboy?
Oh yeah. Back to hip hop. What's your favorite verse? Let's say from the past 2 years. Let's say that your favorite verse from anybody. Actually, let's say 2 or 3 years. Because let's say maybe locally and internationally, or just one, doesn't matter.
Shit. There's this track, Benny the Butcher and Black Thought.
Mm.
Iron and the Blade. I think that's what it's called. Yeah.
Mm.
Like, yeah. You know, for example, like I always say to you, bruh, even, oh man, I really like that verse. It's just that, like, unfortunately, Cole did his thing on that track. Because Big verse goes hard on that song,
yeah, man, Benny went hard on John P's Caddy. He really did. Yeah, he really did. It's
just like a Cole just, hey,
Cole just came with the fire, man. He came with the fire, the fuel, the spark, and the igniter. He came with everything.
Yeah, burnt the whole thing down, bro. But that's also like one of my favorite verses because, like, yo, the Butcher delivered them.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's on
the rhyme scheme.
The Plague That Made is the album. The Wolf and the Blade is the intro. It's Black Thought and the Butcher.
Mm.
Yeah, that's like shit. Yeah.
Which verse is your favorite there? From Benny or Black?
From Benny.
Mm.
Yeah, it's like, yo, of course, nigga Butcher over everybody, nigga. Shit, nigga. Everybody. But damn, nigga, shit, you actually just made me think now. Also, yeah, it's just, okay, I gotta give 2. It's either Benny from that Herbert album. Yo, man, there's this track where he's just fucking wilding. I have to find the track. Just to remember what's up.
What do you think of Big Sean's feature over there?
Woo! On the Herbert album.
Yeah.
Big Sean went in.
I think
the song where he's lost, man.
Yeah.
Big Sean went in.
Yeah.
He went in. Look,
but also I think we kind of cheated Herbert a bit, so we'll need to cover Herbert properly.
I will come back. Herbert. Thinking about Herbert, there's a lot that's going on. Like, there's a lot. Yeah. Lyrically, it needs its own time also,
Yeah.
Just like I actually like the fact that we did this for Reese's album. We didn't like rush through it. It's a beautiful project, there's many parts of it that work. You check. Then just rush through them like, okay, cool, this shit ready. Okay, let's get Herbert now. No, you check.
There's a line though from No Report Card from Herbert. He says, I used to be a C student. Now all I see
is students.
Yo.
Yeah.
That was dope.
I also like my favorite Herbert line since we're here, man. Is like, what did he say on Message in a Bottle? Oh man, Message in a Bottle, I was crying. I keep on posting my song.
Message in a Bottle is dope.
Yeah.
Yo, Granny, like he put it in his granny there to say like I'm praying for you, Herbert.
That Bible verse, yeah.
Yes. Oh man. Like well constructed. Very, very well constructed. Like I always say, for Kim, I really enjoy. There's nothing more I enjoy than having you around. You take like going through some of the stuff because at some point, like I always say, some people just don't know that hip hop is still this delicious.
Yeah.
For some people, it's just like if you are a big Nas fan or a Jigga fan, you don't know that there are cats in this era that are chefing.
You stick to what you know, type of thing.
Right.
Exactly. Find yourself circulating through the classics, through the classics. Not find out there's niggas that are making this different quite. Because like I think about it, since we didn't have the podcast, we've had Michael, we've had like Herbert Listens, like where you think like, damn, 2020 niggas is still rapping at this like quality level and the bars are still good. Yeah.
And I think I
appreciate
you guys even more, man. Like I do love hip hop, but I never really thought I'd be listening like this, like dissecting lyrics and like listening to double entendres and like making notes on the songs that I like, and I never thought. But ever since we've been doing this and you guys are sending me tracks, I'm even learning about artists I didn't even know existed. Like I had no idea there's an album called Herbert. You know what I'm saying? Like so no, shout out to you guys, man. This is really dope.
That line, he says, hell yeah, I'm still quoting myself. That soul is a spirit floating in the lyrics. Guess I ghost wrote it myself.
Oh,
Myself, see myself, whatever.
Come on, man.
guys,
Come on.
there's a song. I forgot the name of the song. No? He's talking about No ID, but I think it's No ID or Dion, because it's the same person. It just depends on, and like it's a song, but then the beat changes in the song, and then he talks about like how he used to rap when he was like young, and it's like a whole story. Yes, he goes in, dog. I'll send you guys the name of the song. I just don't remember what it was. I think it was Hollandaise. It's either Hollandaise or
This is my first game was on cassette, nigga.
yeah, or Do Better. One of the two. But there's a part where the song just changes and then he goes in, dog. He goes in. He goes in. Like he explains how like when he was 18, he remembers the time when he was in studio and this guy would come in and they would like start freestyling and whatever. Yes, it's like the flow there. It's just on another level, dog. Just on another level.
One of the tracks like when he's talking like about this chick that he met and like how they talk about like black people and the culture. Then the track stops and he says, but she never gave up the butt.
Yeah.
The butt.
Yeah. Is that not Art of Seduction? I think.
Art of Seduction, yes. Like, but she never gave up the butt. I wish she gave up. That track finished. He does his thing, bro.
But Big Sean, Big Sean went in, dog. Like the guy plays with flow like it's nothing, dog. The guy just I know.
So, that's really gifted, man. He's really gifted.
You know some go off, man.
Yes.
Big Sean and what's that nigga? That white boy. He looks like Jesus.
Looks like Jesus.
Whoa. Yeah.
Hollow.
He said all the time. Huh?
Hollow?
No. What's his name, man?
Dave?
Lil Dicky?
Lil Dicky?
No. Lil Dicky don't look like Jesus, nigga.
I think about that guy who can freestyle a lot. I don't know what's that guy's name.
Harry Mack.
Harry Mack?
Nah, you think it's a while. Let me go through.
A white guy. I mean, those are the people that I know, the white guys, the people that we mentioned.
Even like, man, he's actually got a fire album himself. GT, we bumped it up maybe about 3 years ago. Russ
Bronson. Oh shit, Russ. Yeah.
Yes, Russ.
Yeah.
It's Absol, Russ, and Big Sean on the song. Yeah, you go look at Russ, like his pictures, the guy looks like Jesus. Even he says that's how I look like Jesus.
Yeah. Shit, you just reminded me of that track. I think they performed it in a basement or something. Like what do you say? Know your roots and who you're rooting for.
Yo, Kevin,
areece 2.
That should take away for tonight. That Russ's intro with Absol.
Yeah,
into Russ's album. Yo, man, that's just cup tea for the night, homie. That track is It drove us crazy for like a week, bro.
I have a question for you guys. P2. What's your rating out of 10?
Oh man, I'll give it a 9. And it's just that good, man. It's so amazing. I just wish that with 19 tracks, it could have given me at least 56 minutes, an hour.
Yeah, like the song.
Because as I said, like there's nothing wrong with the album. The album is amazing. It's out of this world. It's just the second when you start it ends. It's just that good. That album is amazing, and I love it. I'll give it a 9. And I think I'm being harsh over there, man. I think I'm being harsh with a 9. It's a solid album, but I wish that within all of the rapping, his craft and everything that he has done with this album, right? There was how do I word this? I don't even know how to word this, man, because I feel like I'm just being a fan and trying to change something which is not meant to be changed.
I get you. When I listened to the first Daft Punk album, the one that has One More Time, one thing I noticed about that album is the songs were short. The single songs in that album were short. And I remember speaking to someone about it, and they're like, no, it was deliberate. It's like they want to stop while it's still nice, not to drag it so much that you start losing that niceness from it. So I don't know, but like that's what I was saying. From the time I started listening to that project, the Today's Tragedy or whatever, that one.
Yeah, Tomorrow's Memory.
It felt like that as well. Like some of the songs were so short. Like you have Sto GT and the song is like 2 minutes. I'm like, yeah, man. So I don't know if that's a strategy. I don't know. Maybe he's considering that people have a short attention span. I don't know what the reason could be. Because also we were listening to Nasty, we listened to Drake, and part of our critique was those songs are there's too many songs and some of them we could do without. I don't know if you remember.
But then over here, there's nothing. There's absolutely nothing wrong with the way the album is crafted, besides the fact that there are songs, complete songs, which are like an hour and a half. I mean, a minute and a half. You know, how are you having a song with a feature and it's just a minute and a half? Like, give me more, man. Give me more.
Right.
You know. But yeah, that's my only critique with the album. I don't have any other. I really don't have any other.
You know the funny part that you say that, right? I think maybe I'm used to this shorter song type of thing now because I listen to a lot of Griselda, right? Some Griselda songs are very short.
Yeah.
But it's also because I've realized is we're now in the era of no chorus music as well. You check. Where it's rapper to rapper. You rap your 1 minute there, and I'm gonna rap my 1 minute, and there's no hook in between. You check. And compared to like, you know, back in the day, you have a hook at the beginning sometimes, then the verse, then a hook in the middle, then the verse, then 2 hooks at the end. You check. Now, woo, good 4 minutes up in this thing. We survived. You know? And I think that's why some of the music sounds like this now, where we just like, yo, I'm gonna do like 130, you're gonna do like 130, then the beat's gonna be done. You know, with 260, we rap your ass off.
Like when I think about like Jobless, for instance, Casper's Jobless, the chorus is basically just that guy saying Jobless, like
Jobless.
Yeah. That's the chorus, and then the beat.
The beat out itself out. Yeah.
That's you're right. Like I didn't think about that until you mentioned it now. It seems like most of these songs don't have choruses anymore.
Yes. That's why you're in the era of shorter music now. Especially it's like a nigga can come through. Yeah, display his bars. 1 minute 30 seconds. Then the beat for the last 30 seconds. It's done. Out. The song is 2 minutes. It's finished. He's rapping.
Piano comes in. You know that piano.
The horror piano comes in there. Then it's getting ski. You know? So it's like, even with this, also, for example, just as we're saying, Reese makes like lo-fi music. You check. Right. So his beats also, they sound a little slower. You know? For a nigga who smoked a dank at 2 minutes, you know, it sounded like around 3 to 4 minutes because you're just chilling and the beat's dragging. But for us listening with sober ears, we're like, okay, cool. Oh, are you done? Oh, okay. I thought you were going.
But his beat selection was on point, though. I must give him that. The beat selection.
He never fails, man, with his beat selection. Yeah. You know, he knows what he sounds like, you know, and that's over. He's perfecting what you sound like to say. I hear that beat. That's what I'm saying to you. That for the ladies' jam, like, it's actually like what brings down my rating. It's the only like thing that brings down my rating. Like everything else, was he catered it to me the way that he wanted to sound, and I'm happy with that.
Right.
It's over the place and everything. Yeah.
You think it could have been crafted better?
Yeah, that one song. I think that's how you need to be there, nigga. You know, like just as you said, when you're mentioning anime writers, well, just like catering to the fans, homie, or anybody else, that means you're coming out your comfort zone. You check, or you're coming out your perfection zone to take on the risk of being criticized like this. You know, you can always defend yourself, but something outside your space is difficult to defend because that was not you, nigga. You know, there's no more the man in the mirror, but somebody else. So now you you create room for us to come say, yo, nigga, that was trash. That's not you. Go do what you were doing best, you know. So like, yeah.
I love the fact that the album is not tiring, you know.
Yes.
It's not tiring. It's got great replay value. As soon as it ends, you want to play it again.
Right.
You know, he really worked on this.
Kim, what's your most played song?
Just give me a second, I'll tell you now.
GT, I ain't even gotta ask.
You ain't gotta ask.
I think it's Good Loves, man. Good Loves and Ving Rhymes. Ving Rhymes and Good Loves. I know for you guys it's probably like The Run or West Africa or
White Noise, Baba. White Noise.
Oh, White Noise. Oh yeah. Yeah.
For me it's actually what you call this, One Time and White Noise. Like I said, yo, Blackie's opening bar is what something you sticking your nose in my business like Phineas. Yo, so it's like, dog. Like, you know, it made me think about all the time security guards who come back at your place, GT or whoever's place, thinking they have multiple Phineas now. Wait, they always got their nose in their businesses. So like when you just start that bar, you know, you gave me like a
man, you just reminded me of Trust.
Yeah, he did. That's exactly what he's saying. You need to get your nose in my business like Phineas. I was like, yeah, that's how Black does, you know. When the bar gives you like a nostalgic feeling of like, okay, cool. I get what the homie's saying here. And also, like on that song, Blackie's delivery is impeccable, you know. Like he's got this little at the back, man, he's one goes bah, 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 at the beginning. It sounds so good. And there's this part where he's saying maintain, sustain, and he's saying with this funny tone, you know, you couldn't maintain, you couldn't sustain. It's hilarious, bro. The way he's doing it so comical, yeah. So for me, it's One Time and Lunch Bar, White Noise. Jay Jody for president.
You know, also one thing I think I like about Reece is the people that he really features on his music. You can tell it's people that he also considers to be like really dope musicians.
Yes.
In that today's tragedies, he got Stogie T on them.
Yeah.
Saying, I mean, that already says a lot.
And he knows how to put them in the right songs.
Right.
Yeah.
He knows how to put them in there. Not like, yo, nigga, you can rap. Just get at this one here. No. This one here, me and you, we sound good here. And here, I'm going to put you there. I'm going to say a little sound, but you take us the whole way. Then he knows how to really curate his music and his features very well.
What's your score, Pax?
Album-wise. You know, just because I say like the solo album is like the best shit I ever heard, I gotta give this close to like 9.5. Yeah, 9.5. The beautiful album, replay value is amazing. Like, yeah, I totally enjoyed it. 9.5.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, no.
Lyrically, and you know, for me, dog, good beats, delivered lyrically, and what you call this, put it together. That's the thing. Some niggas rap very well, but they pick shitty beats. Some niggas are dope, but they don't rap very well.
Like Nas, man. Nas has this reputation of rapping on whack beats.
Shit. That's why Hit Boy tries to come help him out at times. Like, yo, nigga, let's try this beat here, you know, like,
Yeah.
Yeah. So like to be able to do it, and like I'm giving him 9.5 here, outside the category of just being a rapper and just his character, he's catering to, he knows himself. Like I have to salute it. This takes years to do this, you know. Some people, they have it for a certain period, then they lose themselves in their careers and they become whack. Like, yo, nigga, you was popping, like, you know, like my nigga 50 says, damn, homie. High school, you was the man, homie. What the fuck happened to you?
Yeah.
What happened to the other guys? Coming 2 albums, like, yo, you're the man. Then that fourth album, you sounding weird. Like, what the hell is this guy? Yeah, so I have to give it to him for his consistency, and his album is really good.
I have a question for you guys. Like, usually with me as an artist, when I listen, I'll just use areece as an example. When I listen to areece, and I told him this before, He's so good at what he does that he inspires me to want to either draw or write something, right? So to you guys, when you listen to a rapper who really goes hard, like extremely hard, what do they do to you guys? Do they what feeling do you guys get from it?
Bucks?
For example, shit, man, some ADHD is gonna kick in here, right? I have a passion for everything that I do.
Right.
Anything that I do, I genuinely have a passion for,
Right.
right? So it depends what mindset I'm in at the time, you know. But to be specific, whenever I hear a rapper who's really good rap, right? It's gonna sound like a little bit like, you know, riding my own dick and shit. But whenever I hear a rapper who's really good, it inspires the really good rapper in me. You know, I've got niggas, you know, who can come out and say, like, yo, dog, this nigga can rap at that nigga's level. You know, like, yo, this nigga spitting and this nigga box, I know he can rap at that level. So whenever like I finish listening to a rapper like really ride beats, you know, I go listen to instrumentals just to see like, yo, man, does this shit still sound the same to me as it did when I used to kill these freestyles at parties and, you know, just freestyles with my boys and shit. So like listening to good hip hop will always make me feel like what you call this, I want to go beat myself. And then if I'm in the gym, I get it different. I want to go get a life, you know, at the business that I do. You know, I want to go put up some charts, study more, and just get really good at my craft because I want to enjoy that music at the level. Like, if you're making excellent music, I want to get excellent in my craft. So when I'm bumping your music, the relation for me and you is the same. They're like, yo, nigga, you the best rapper. You know, I hear you, nigga. You killing this shit. I'm like the best trader, or I'm the best property investor. You know, one of those. I want to be able to, like, when Rick Ross says this is like Maybach music. He's saying to you, like, if you're winning and making money to buy a Maybach and you're bumping my shit, we'll relate to each other. So that's the feeling I get when I listen to, like, you know, a nigga killing his shit.
Dope.
For me, man, also it's multi-layered, you know, because it's not just rap. On my side, you know, I'm kind of a music maniac. Jump on everything which I think sounds good. When it comes to rap, you know, it gives me that sigh of relief, you know, that there is people who are still this good. You know, there are new kids who are actually about this craft. There are, you know, people who are on mainstream, but then their craft is excellent, and I'm able to listen to it and want to hear more. You know, it gives me that hunger. Like, okay, cool. I wanna hear more because, man, mainstream music, mainstream hip hop killed a lot of. I don't want to say love. Yeah, well, love for mainstream, you know, because mainstream back in our days used to be different. And now everything just sounded the same. But then these new kids are coming back. They're like, yo, listen, I'm that good, you know, I'm that ill.
Right.
They give me joy, man. I'll say, you know, and unfortunately, in the craft that I'm doing, I cannot listen, dissect the music at the same time as writing code.
I get yeah.
I can't write code at the same time as
right.
as listening to, you know,
double entendres.
Yeah.
Right.
One is gonna take a knock.
That's the wrong code, nigga.
You know, so that's where I delve into my EDM trap. That's where I delve into electronic progressive house. That's where I delve into lo-fi, lounge music. That's where I delve into some R&B here and there, you know.
And I must say, Joe, you have like impeccable taste in all those genres, bro. Like the stuff that you would play, whether we're at a gig, or the music you would share in certain groups. Like when I listen to this stuff, I'm like, what, this nigga, like, it's just I remember when that song, is it Calvin Harris? No. Who's that guy who used to make? Is it David Guetta? That song, na 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 dangerous, na 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 na. It's like, I think it is the music video that it's like a Grand Prix type of thing. You remember that song?
I remember that song. I don't remember the artist.
Yeah, I think it's either Calvin Harris or it's
David Guetta.
David Guetta, one of the two, man. One of the two. Hey, man, when you played that song, I was like, jeez. The production of the song is just on another level. Like, it's just crazy. You know, those guys go in. You know, and I wish some of these hip hop guys could actually just collaborate with some of these guys in terms of like production. I know David Guetta tried, but I'm not talking about like a flow rider thing. I'm talking about like still going hard as they're going now, but using a
man, you're gonna love Flume. Okay. You are going to love Flume. I'm gonna send you a track that he made with Pusha T. Yes. Nasty business going on over there, bro. I'm gonna send it to you. Don't worry about that. I'm gonna send it right after this call.
Okay. Sorry to disturb you. I just wanted to just comment on.
So for me, also what I try to do right now, because I'm in piano lessons. I try to kind of play the melody that I hear, right? Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. And I'm like, okay, I'll learn that later, or fuck it for now. I'll learn it another time. You know, let me go read this book or whatever. I try to play the melody in whatever instrument, whether it be the FL keys or whether it be whatever. You know, it's the craft is not the craft. The art of music is deep within me, and the love is way above hip hop alone.
Sure.
Yeah. Sure. So yeah, okay. I've got multifactored layers with this love of mine with this music. So I don't have a definite answer for you of what it does for me, but then some music just releases that creativity out of me. Like, okay, let me try to do that.
Right. But yeah. And I think these artists that we revere so much, even when they are speaking in interviews, you pay so much attention to whatever they have to say, because obviously you're already mind blown by what they said in the songs. I'm sure there's more to learn from these cats in interviews. That's why people pay so much attention when Jay-Z. I mean, just to add on to something I saw recently, they asked Jay-Z about that whole 500K and meeting thing, and he said, "Well, take
the money."
You know,
buy an album for $10.99. Nigga. All the music is in there. You know, all the message is in there. Just listen.
Yeah, I gave you all that advice in my music. So what do you want from me, though? Like for $10.99, you know? Yeah. Hey, I'm sure that all the people that said they choose Jay-Z as you know, they felt betrayed.
there was a cartoon snippet about that as well. Yeah. Where they had Jay, somebody impersonating Jay.
Yeah.
You should have took the money. Like, yo, but I'm here to get advice from you. Like, you know, I chose this dinner over the money, so yeah, give me some advice. You should have taken the money.
And it's like, can I get the bill, please?
Yeah.
It's out. There's this other one.
I want to add something, man. Yeah. You know, with this question, you just made me realize something. Right? Even like now, recently, you've actually added another layer to the listening of like what feeling do I get when I listen to the music. You know, it's like how we're saying humanity in itself, in terms of everything we've done, we've grown in societies. You know, that's how generally we've done a lot of things. So even when I'm listening to the music, there's this excited for the podcast. You know, there's a part where I'm listening to the song, and the song is so good. I'm like, these niggas don't even know when I see them on Thursday, boy. I'm talking about this shit. These niggas, how these niggas listen? These niggas ain't listening to this music, nigga. I'm listening to this music, nigga. You know.
Yeah.
So like, that's something, that's a new layer now. You know. Yeah, the excitement of just the music, but the excitement of being like able to go to a certain place where we're gonna sit and share like the love of like you know. And the cool part is it's never necessarily the same songs or like sometimes one nigga likes track number one, nobody else likes track number one. You know, niggas gonna be coming here for his like, you niggas, you need to go back listen to track number one. Track number one really popping, you know, like. But that feeling on its own also is what I've gained, what I enjoy, especially when the music is good. Like with Reese's album, when the shit was really cooking, all I could see was this moment, you know, like damn man. I hope I'm not bugging on my own, you know, because this album is really good. But even if I am, when we get to the group and these niggas don't feel that way, they better know. I'm gonna say fuck that shit. This shit be happening, nigga. I don't give a fuck about how you niggas feel.
Yeah.
So I think that's the later.
Sorry, I actually felt that way when I was listening to The Great Escape, Larry June and The Alchemist. I know we're still gonna talk about it, but like when I was listening to, because for me this album is all about real talk. Like this is grown man.
That's grown man business.
Giving the wisdom, dog. Like the wisdom in this album alone, my G. So when I was listening to this, I was like, I can't wait to talk to the niggas about this album. Like this album is so dope, you know. So I thought, I still think we should really talk about this album in the future because, geez, this is grown man business. Like talking about savings and you know, like make sure that you get your bread and you know, take care of your family and stuff. Hey, these niggas
Larry June ain't playing around, dog. Larry June, he gave me that, like I said to you, on that 44444 my Stanley Side of Jay-Z album, you know, like yo, she just spoke to us now. You know, he's like, hey yo, yeah. Obviously he spoke to us because they just called his ass creeping, so he was forced to, you know, speak to us. But like, yo, he really spoke that like the whole family values, you know, don't let like lust take over you, like, you know, fight the scenario, you know, you can't be a better man. And it doesn't mean just because you're coming from like a poverty mentality, you have to live your whole life through it. The mind does have enough space for it to actually grow. And then Larry June just like, yo, you niggas is fucking around, bro. Like, be serious. Like, yo, I didn't actually know you actually listened to it, man. That's a yo, The Alchemist. You know, it's spoken about.
Alchemists have been killing it for you.
We're gonna have the conversation about producers. Like The Alchemist is also there for me, dog. Like in this new era, like now, he's wild.
Alchemist has been, bro, like from Mob Deep days.
Some of these new niggas, and he's made some of these new niggas sound like they've been here for a while.
That's why Griselda loved Alchemist so much.
Yes,
Alchemist is the other dude that was in Mob Deep.
No. The dog. That's Havoc. There's this track by Prodigy.
R.I.P. man.
I was going, won't you? What's that track, man? Won't You Stay or something by Prodigy. Alchemist made that beat with Prodigy in studio.
Oh, okay.
While dude was still writing. Yeah, while dude was writing.
Is a producer.
Yeah, heavy one. He's a heavy producer, man. Eminem's DJ too. Yeah.
Okay.
What's that
so
song?
Like, yeah.
To find it.
So him and like Larry June, they really cooked that album, bro.
They did. Everything is dope. The album cover, it's like they're on a trip.
Escapes, dog. It's really
like, hold you down. That's what it's called.
Yeah, hold you down.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's like they're on a road trip or something, on a trip to life type of thing, like a journey, you know. And you keep hearing. Sometimes you hear like he's about to, like, I don't know, start the car, or you can hear the keys dangling or something.
Yeah.
You hear some car stuff in there, you know.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Very smart.
Now I think we can line it up after Herbert, maybe.
All right, cool.
Yeah. What's your rating, Kim, on P2?
I also give it a 9 out of 10, man. I genuinely think, like you said, I have the same criticism that I feel that like the songs are too quick, short. I mean, there was a song I listened to. He goes in, and I'm like, wait, I think I heard this verse already, only to find out that it was repeating. You know, I think I heard it like 3 times. I'm like, wait a minute. You know, then when I saw the time, that's when I started realizing, oh man, this song is, you know, it's very short. But wow, like you guys have mentioned, White Noise, there was something about White Noise. Like I said, initially when I was listening, I was like,
the realness in the story, because we're living that shit right now.
Yeah, I was like, man, this is on another level. So Reese for me never disappoints, man. And the more we were speaking, the more I realized that his albums is evergreen. You know, my actually my favorite song from Areece, my ultimate favorite song of Areece, is from the Paradise album, and it's the outro where he talks about, I got your idol shook, and he talks about Steve Curry. I don't know if you guys know that song. Russell Westbrook.
I don't remember it.
He talks about how he's up in and shining like he's a chandelier. Yo, my man, that song. And I think it's Couldn't Tell or something like that. That track, dog, in that album is the last song on that album. Yes, that's my favorite. Out of all the songs that he's ever made, that is my favorite track. Please listen to it, dog, and let me know what you think. But for me, ever since from that album, he's never dropped the ball. Never. I never felt like what's that album that came out after 808s and Heartbreaks? Not Dark Twisted Fantasy. The one that came after Dark Twisted Fantasy. I think that was
the one with Runaway and stuff.
Isn't that the Dark Twisted Fantasy?
No, Runaway wasn't there. That's Monster and stuff is on my Dark Twisted Fantasy.
I think it was after Runaway. You know that album that people didn't understand, and he was like, yeah, we'll get it 10 years from now. That's, you know, I've never gotten that feeling from Areece where he has to now explain himself why y'all think his album is whack and he's defending himself. No, all the albums are just dope, you know. So
it was 808 and Heartbreaks, then My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, then Yeezus, then Life of Pablo.
Yeezus was the album.
It's Yeezus, yeah. Yeah. But not everybody felt Yeezus.
Also, what it is about the Areece thing, right? Like, this is how it works. When you create, like, let's say you got like 200,000 niggas that fuck with your shit. Man, when you drop, you must know it's not 200,000 niggas that fuck with your shit. It's 300,000 niggas that fuck with your shit.
Yeah.
And that 300,000 is 50 niggas that don't understand your shit. It's not for them. And they make the ranting of like, yo, man, I don't think she's popping. And in that 50,000 of those niggas, they may confuse another 30,000 of those other niggas. Then at the end, you know, now you've got like 70,000 niggas that don't seem like they really about it. But what you know is there's 230, and the 200 knows this is the product, and it knows it's a good product. Then the other things in between, they feel like, yeah, this is actually kind of dope. You know, it's actually growing on me. Right? And by the time the dust settles, usually either you still have the 230, or maybe some of those other confused go up and you just end up at 250 niggas that fuck with your album. But the fact that still remains is the niggas that get your shit is the 200,000. That by the same time you drop the next product, that 200,000 is there. And then from that other 50,000, maybe 20,000 went back to go listen to your other products. And now when you're about to drop, there's actually 220 niggas that are down the ride for you. Because now this is how you cater your product.
That's how it is.
Yeah,
that's how it is with this album. You know, bro, the streams are ridiculous. And the streams from his previous works as well, they're ridiculous.
It's amazing.
It's really... For hip hop albums, they like in the top 20 or something. Most of his previous works.
That's crazy, dog.
Yeah, that's insane.
It's not just one song; it's an album.
People are streaming his albums. You know, that's that's a fan base that rides with you, bro. They really ride with you. They understand you, and then throughout the journey, like Bugs is saying, there's gonna be some niggas that climb on. There's gonna be some niggas like I shot left Konai, and then there's gonna be niggas like, nah, let me see this through. And then when they see it through, they are fans. You know?
Right. You know, you guys are reminding me of a song by a hip hop group called Third Day. Nicolay also, I think, produced some of their tracks. I think the album is called the Rutherford Project or something like that. The Rutherford Experiment or something like that. There's a song, it's called Cycle, and the chorus there, it says, if they like it, they gonna want it. If they want it, they will buy it. Once they buy it, they will pump it till it's old and it gets tired. When this happens, they're gonna need something new to talk about. If you're lucky, this is when your next joint is coming out. It's like, oh shit. It's what it is.
Yeah.
It's exactly what it is. You check.
Yeah.
And the most important part about it, right, is you as the artist should not be moved to change your art, because today you had 200,000 niggas. Next week you have 400,000 niggas because of one song.
Yeah. Right.
Don't make that one song that's different from your category and it brings you hype. Then you're like, yo, I gotta keep on creating this shit. No.
An album based on that song. No.
Because now you're gonna lose the authentic 200,000 for the temporary 200,000. You check. Those temporary 200,000, they go wherever the sound is, not where your music is. You check. You out there, you do your thing, you do your thing. Then you decide to do like one street banger, you know. Like Reece doesn't have street bangers. He's got really mellow, chilled, nice music that you can bump, you know, while you're making food. You can bump while you're just driving with your girl, you know. That's also why I hated that song, like, do something for the ladies. He has hip hop that actually, I know my girl could chill and listen to while we doing something in the house. You check. It's not like he's got that music where like the nigga saying bitch so many times, my girl ends up asking me, baby, why do you listen to these guys? You know, he doesn't have that type of music. His music has got such good content on it, right? That while we're listening, my girl can be like, hey, this guy's actually dope. Who is this? You know, type of scenario. So let's say he has like a street banger, you know, some bitches twerk type of music. You must know if he has that, right? His average listeners of 300,000, they go up. He may get a million. Right, a million listeners, right? But if he tries to come back second album and make a bunch of bitches twerk music, right, he's going to lose that 200,000. The loyal fan is like, oh, this nigga changed.
I feel like something like that. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like the Black Eyed Peas, that's what happened to them. You know, initially they were on that underground type of sound. Then when Fergie came in, they became mainstream, and they were still okay. They were still good. Then they started doing this like
some weird stuff.
Weird ass stuff. You know.
Can I be honest with you? I think it is always coming though. You know, some things these things were in will.i.am's blood. You know, even if you look at them when they were still just a rap group, you know, their visions and their imagery, you know, this nigga is one of those. He was waiting for the right moment to show his ass, and the moment came out, oh, I got it, bitches. I'm in. Damn, you know.
The energy never died.
Yes, exactly. You know, it was in him. He just didn't have the right platform to create what he wanted to.
Which is why.
Exactly.
Yeah, which is why you know, it's kind of said that, you know what, your second album is where you need to do whatever the hell it is you want.
Yes.
You know, you drop your first album, you get your following. The second one, now do your music, do whatever you want to do. You know what I mean? If you want to switch it up, switch it up. Second album is where you basically say, okay,
this is me.
This is me. You know. Like Drake did with Take Care.
For the next 10 years.
Like Drake did with Take Care. Without Take Care, I don't think we'd be appreciating singing Drake.
True.
You know what I mean?
Right. On his first project, he paid a lot of people to sing. You know, Alicia Keys came to assist him sing. So you're actually so right, because when you had assisted singers, we didn't see how much he actually sang himself. Because, you know, there'd be a professional next to him, so you're not, I don't really see it. You know, Drake. But now I'm taking like I'm singing by myself up in this thing. I don't need nobody. That's so very true.
No, that's true. I mean, even when Bedrock came out, when Lloyd was singing, you wouldn't even think that Drake could sing at the time. He just thought he was a rapper, right?
Yeah.
You didn't even know. Even Nicki Minaj, same thing. You just thought she was just a rapper. You didn't think that she can
Look, man, for the Drake part, like I kind of knew because, like, we had been eating the mixtapes.
Yeah.
We saw Drake coming from when Tracy was pulling up this comeback season, and we were like, okay, cool, where he oh man, on the album he bodied that song Closer to My Soul, whatever. Yes. But then after that he had a feature name on the next tape where it was him and Omarion, and then another song with him and Lloyd. I think the him and Lloyd song is called The Night Off. Yeah, and Lloyd is doing the high notes, and he's also there cooking it up with him. They were like, oh, shit, this nigga actually sings. So, like, if you're really on the Drake camp before blowing up, you would see that, like, okay, he actually is that nigga. Yeah. But also, you see, I want to say something about this album, and this is like just me coming back to say something. I prefer this nigga singing than your other niggas singing. Like areece singing is chilled out. He just it's not too long. He's not trying to be a singer. He's just showing that he has melody.
Right.
I really prefer his display of melody on someone else. Yeah.
No, I agree with you. It doesn't throw me off when I listen to it. I don't feel like, what are you doing? It's more like, oh, dope.
Definitely, you check. Yeah.
Man, singing Drake is my dude. I love singing Drake. I've been telling y'all guys. Singing Drake is my nigga.
You've been saying. All right,
but
guys.
yeah, I didn't hear your favorite verse though, Kim.
From the 3 year.
The last 2-3 years.
My man, I had to really think about it, and for me, I know I'm gonna sound like a broken record, but for me, man, it's gotta be Eric Dumont. Where he says
Cause Contra.
That first verse from Breathe and Stop. I'll give you 2 examples in that verse where he says because when we drop, it's a different tier, right? Tier as in tier.
Oh yeah, and tier
of lyricism, and the spirit in them is always there. If Jesus can walk on water, then watch how I walk on air.
Okay.
Like in a radio station, like play our shit, nigga, truth or dare. And then there's another part where he says, stop being he says the truth is half y'all niggas are scared by the other half that's feared. Y'all are socially engineered to stop being pioneers and care about your careers. Keep doing your job, euthanizing the youth's ear. Young kings disappear, crown on peasants' heads, and fake niggas getting chair, and the real throne over there. So throne, the real throne is over there. But throne over there.
Yeah.
So for me, it's insane. Like, yo.
That's insane, man.
Yeah, and the fact that he was actually like, because there's like, and I think this is something I want to talk to you about. Raz Austin says, like DJ, he mixed it well, right? And then he says like I rock bells, and then he starts like mixing
over there and
DJ, no?
Yeah.
But the like DJ, he mixed it well part. Isn't that DJ mix well, dog? Because I feel like it's a double entendre there. Because it's like, okay, like DJ, he mixed it well, but I'm like, this niggas, some of the things that they talk about, this is probably like DJ mixed well.
Yeah, most probably.
Yeah.
It's a bar, nigga. It's a bar. Up, man. That's how it is. Maybe I'm not as a fan of that intelligent yourself. You're like, oh, but I think you meant it, nigga.
Yeah, look, maybe it's not that, but when you look at some of the things that these guys talk about in their songs, like the level of intelligence these guys have, I'm pretty sure that was deliberate.
Yeah, no, most definitely.
What's
my favorite? Locally has to be 30 Minutes to Soweto. Pretty ugly. Yeah.
What does he say?
Damn amazing, man. Meadowlands to Birch Acres, Kempton to Soweto, had some neighbors right next door that never stepped into the ghetto. Lerata passed away before she stepped into stilettos. Most majitas are Pinocchio that never met Geppetto. Most of our fathers were the type to beat our mothers, so our mothers wore face beat just to keep it undercover. And deep beneath the covers, there were heaps of secret lovers, love we need to rediscover just to teach it to each other. Many nights my mother cried herself to sleep. She never got the flowers for the times that she would weep. Her black and blue eyes were the crown that she would, were the prize that she would see. So my mother looked to God for the guidance she would seek. What mandiscope? My granny told us pray ka lekopa, tsoga badimo ba tsosa. Dipoko tsao di ska tsosa.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yo, like
you need to go listen to Cam, dog. You need to go listen
it's from the soil. It's from soil, no? Is it soil?
Yeah, it should be from
Yeah.
Is it soil or mud? I don't remember. I think it's mud.
I think it's mud, right?
I think it's mud.
Like Pinocchio without Geppetto.
Yeah, most majitas are Pinocchio that never met Geppetto.
That's like a father bar.
Yeah.
But man, that line alone is, I'm gonna have to think about that line though, because basically what you're saying is, damn,
you're lying for the figures. You're lying.
Yeah, like you, nobody made you. Like you, there's no, damn, there's no strings.
Yeah.
Attached.
Yeah.
There's no puppeteer. You, damn, that's amazing. Like.
No, but also most majitas are Pinocchio. You are a big ass liar.
Yeah, you're fake. Yeah.
Yeah. You fake as hell. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. And internationally, it's John P's caddy, man. Cole. J. Cole on John P's caddy.
Okay.
That verse is amazing. And I know it off by heart too.
Yeah, man, can you just say it up a bit, chop it up a bit, because I don't know.
Yeah. On the night I was born, the rain was pouring, God was crying, lightning struck, power outage, sparks was flying, the real one's here. The young boy that walk with lines, around the outlines of chalk where the corpse is lying. Of course I'm trying to revive a sport that's dying, but the guns and the drug bars that y'all rely on got these nerds thinking that you niggas hard as Zion, but that just mean I ain't as comfortable as y'all with lying. Stretching the truth, no, I never stress in the booth. They feel the pressure, me, I feel like I just left the masseuse. Effortless, how I'm skating on these records is proof. I'll put your favorite rapper neck in a noose, never letting them loose. Cold world, the hero blast through your speakers. He the last of Mohicans, no weakness last of my sneakers. Niggas want me on a song, he gonna see the wrath of the reaper. I'm probably gonna go to hell if Jesus asks for a feature. I'm higher than niggas. I'm higher than niggas and don't need a bag full of reefer. Some see a glass is empty. I see a glass full of ether. Collecting this bread and math like he's a Catholic preacher. Just to count nigga cash, you might need a calculus teacher. Eureka. Einstein on the brink of the theory of relativity. Really, no MC equal. Feel me, cold pen be lethal. Crib like an old MTV show. Yes. On God, the best rapper alive, headshot, and I go and ask the best rappers that died. They tell you he never lied, nigga.
Damn.
Yeah.
MC square pun.
No, but also the Jesus line was like, if he was on Jesus's track as a feature, that means he was gonna kill Jesus.
That means Jesus is gonna send him to hell, banish you.
Right now. That verse also so lit, bro. That beat is not doing it any mercy. Yo, that beat is fire, dog.
It's amazing.
No, the guy goes in, man. He goes really, really hard, man.
Yeah.
I think one last question before we close, gents. Is there a rapper you guys feel like should come back, like from the OGs, and could still be as dope as they were like back in the day?
Biggie.
Yes,
I think Biggie would be
the only one I think would actually last through this time.
Yeah.
Yes, because his flow exists still around. Niggas don't drop something that sounds like it.
Yeah, exactly. He was running circles around niggas.
That's true.
Yeah, when it comes to wordplay and
It
flow.
seems so normal, but it was so futuristic.
Yeah.
100%.
Exactly. He's still running circles around niggas right now.
Now. Like now, my G.
You know. Yeah.
Okay, I was listening to some freestyles by Big L. I feel like that guy was way ahead of his time, gents. Like the stuff that he was
Also, that's true.
That's true.
Oh my goodness.
That's true.
I feel like he died way too early, man.
No, I agree.
Yeah, man.
That's right.
No, gents, thank you so much, man. I don't know, is there anything you guys want to say before we close?
Yeah, let's cover producers next week. I'm not sure who's dropping this week. We'll chat about it. Tomorrow is Music Friday. There's probably some good ass music coming out. And also, yeah, let's send your favorite producers in the group.
Like the songs.
Maybe a song, yeah, the songs which they're on. Like this guy's beat was banging, or of course you're gonna send Alchemist, bro. I can already see. Yeah. Just people that you appreciate from back then, from now. It doesn't matter. Let's make a playlist of that, and then let's chat about it.
Also, we need to create like a scoreboard, like a league type of vibe, just out there, like that we could look at all the time on like which is the album that's currently like I've got the highest rating, let's have album rating, let's have song rating, like who are we still thinking, like who's taking who, as the podcast is growing, let's also like growing some things, because you generally can also hear in our conversation some things are being included, let's know like this is the album that's got like a top rating, most lyrical album, whatever we keep on adding on, you check. Because also and what I would like for us to do is, I don't necessarily always want us to rate locally or internationally, someone like I said to you, Doug, that Soil album for me stands out like on an international status, like shit, some of the best music I've heard, so even like this Reese album, you check my playback value between Reese and some of the international albums I've listened to, I give it to Reese. I rather than Reese. Yeah.
Oh, you reminded me of something that I actually wanted to say, that I saw on Reese's Instagram post. He shared something that Ebro mentioned. Ebro actually shouted out Reese and said, "Look, this guy is just on another level." And we're just talking about how he's independent and is still, producing dope tracks. I was like, "Oh, Ebro is listening to us, eh?"
Yeah, no, Ebro is in the culture, man.
I mean, he knows Java. He knows like a lot of little guys. Even Sway.
He was interviewing Nasty, but of course he was interviewing Nasty because Nasty is Def Jam. So yeah, the fact that he's also listening to the independent cats. Yeah, that's amazing.
It's amazing, dog.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Yeah.
All right, no, gents, thank you so much for coming through, and guys, thanks so much for checking us out. This is the Hip Hop Podcast. We'll definitely see you next time. Let us know if you guys want us to talk about any other artists or touch on certain other albums or songs or producers or whatever. But yeah, this is us, and this is our take on areece's latest project. Do you guys agree with us? Do you disagree with us? What are your favorite songs? Please let us know. And yeah, we'll definitely see you on the next one. Cheers.
Peace.